Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Stay Democratic People's Republic of Korea, my first and only trip to North Korea, where I've been attempting to seduce part of the North Korean military, which is probably a terrible idea. I mean, she seems into it, but then there could well be a dark twist coming on yet, where she's just been trying to seduce me for some nefarious reason. I suspect this might be all going to go horribly wrong just yet, because yeah, this isn't just like a normal dating sim, this is a dating sim made by the same people who made Panzermädels, so I suspect it's going to go nuts yet. Still, we have been on 2 dates with Jong and 1 more to go today, and after that, I suspect, as we'll have done all of the dates with one of the girls, I suspect something else is going to happen. Right, over to the final Jong date. It is Rungna PPG, whatever that is exactly. Let's go and explore whatever this is. So, what is one of these? This area marked Rungna PPG here on this long island in the Taegong River. Seems like that has some promise. So what is that then? The weather is supposed to be pretty nice today. That will be an excellent location. I will be your guide for this trip, so please go and make sure you have what you need. You'll want your phone and wallet and make sure to have money with you. Also, something you don't mind getting wet would be advised. Meanwhile, I will secure some paper bags. Why do we get the feeling that we're going to be on a pretty rickety old boat? PPG stands for People's Pleasure Ground, and it's on the Rungna Islet. It's an amusement park along with pool, water rides, mini golf and dolphin showcase. Awesome, spent some summers on Jersey Shore boardwalks, this indeed sounds pretty damn fun. We step out of the car and Jong leads us to a rather modern looking aquatic building. It reminds me a lot of Sea Planet back home in the States. It appears Jong wants a close-up view of the action. She takes my hand and leads us to the very front row. You do know that by sitting here, we're almost guaranteed to get splashed on repeatedly, right? Of course, we're lucky it's not too crowded today. Sitting up front is refreshing and can actually come close to having a second bath if the dolphins are lively enough. It's then I recall Yunji's jibe at us for using up the water ration this morning. Well, damn it, now I just feel guilty. There's got to be a better way of getting a bath than this. Well, we can go swimming in the pools. I think they changed the chlorine recently. Oh, marvellous. As we make our way around the concourse, we come upon a rather large crowd. At first, I think it's for a show or a ride, but we're actually nearing the main gate. Getting close, I think I can make out what appears to be a limousine near the entrance. The people seem to be watching it with curiosity. Looks like a VIP has arrived, got a stretch near the gate. Let me see if I can get a closer look. After she bends, jumps and contorts herself for a couple of minutes, she turns back to me. That's the personal vehicle for one of Glorious Leader's top trusted advisors. He must be here to have a day at the park as well. From what I can make out from the hushed voices of the crowd, I don't think he's here just for the roller coaster. This is his 3rd time here in just over a week. He must be promised to one of the girls. Testing out the milk to purchase a chosen cow may be likely. They don't call this the party's pleasure underground for nothing. Guess a few of the girls have reached the age of leaving the Kimpunjo. Hush, we've got a Gogoja over there. Wow, he's with a pretty Korean girl. Maybe he scored favour with the party and got access too. As soon as I figure out they're talking about me and Jong, I look in their direction. Before I can go to them, they see me and scurry off into the crowd. Hey Jong, what does the word Kipunjo mean? Her expression darkens at the mere mention of the word. Where did you hear such nonsense? Tell me now. Nonsense? I don't know, I just heard some people in the crowd just now mention it. Something about girls leaving the Kipunjo and the guy in the limo visiting. If you see them again, point them out to me so I can have them dealt with properly. Such filthy slander should not litter the air of a happy place such as this. I think I'm missing some vital intel. Mind sharpening my sword? Your army uses swords. No wonder we won. But wait, you couldn't have one here. It would have been confiscated. Sorry, just an expression meaning please explain so I know what you're talking about. Understood. There's a filthy rumour that the Glorious Leader keeps a large battalion of beautiful girls for personal use. That he uses them for entertainment up to and including sexual favours, and that he also rewards high-ranking officials and guests with access to those girls. It's a filthy lie though. How do you know it's a lie? No offence meant, but most world leaders find themselves with pretty girls. I mean, just ask the Italian Prime Minister. Come on John, keep it a little bit classy here. Your false leaders are much less faithful than the Glorious Leader. He has been happily married for years now to a gorgeous woman who has birthed to him 18 kids. That can't be right, as I recall he hasn't even been married that long. Taking into account the human gestation period of 9 months, there's no way the two have 18 kids together, unless she gave birth to multiple sets of twins and triplets. It does seem unlikely, but that's what we've been told. The media has insisted the glorious leader is the most virile man in the world. There's intel I never needed to know. And let's finish off with a nice trip on the Ferris wheel too. Now I'm going to guess we're going to get a power outage trapping us at the top, and I might just get my first snog with Jong here. That's where I want this to be going, alright? Also, we're apparently sitting across from each other as the ride goes round and round, which is interesting because we can see the Ferris wheel. And it doesn't look like the cabins have like a little, like, you know, opposite each other thing. We can't be sitting across from each other. We can only be sitting side by side because that's the only thing that can actually exist on that sort of... Never mind, it's fine. So sorry, but the power has gone out. Score. Perfect. Just keep it off for a bit. We just get some alone time on the top of the Ferris wheel. It stopped almost at the apex as well. Perfect. Nice romantic view. Jong is looking out over the city. She has a sleepy look in her eyes. If you're tired, you can rest on my shoulder. I won't mind. Where would I sit? The seats are far too small. Look, you're already... Okay, remember, she's supposed to be sitting opposite me because the Ferris wheel isn't the one that's pictured there. The seats are far too small. On my lap, I guess. I mean, only if you're okay with that. Well, I could use a little nap. I think this one might be narcoleptic. Like, repeatedly, during the limo rides, like, to places and from places on trams, she repeatedly goes to sleep. Despite the fact that, like, you know, we don't stay up late because we can't go out in the evenings and the power goes out. So we seem to be getting lots of flippy sleep. I guess maybe we do get up at 5:30 in the morning. But still, I am worried by the amount of sleep this woman seems to require. I had a really nice time today. Thanks for coming out here with me. I had a great time too. Go ahead and rest a little, though. She's already napping as I finish that sentence. About 10 minutes later, the ride finally starts up again and we're allowed off. I gently help Jong to her feet and we make our way to the parking lot. The driver greets us and we get in the car to go back home. Ah, you should have sealed the deal with a kiss on the Ferris wheel. Damn it, John. Back home it turns out from now on we're doing group outings. So the first 3 days of your holiday, you just pick a place and you take a girl. Then we're into group outings. Spot on, that makes perfect sense. So I think I've made my preference for Jong pretty bloody clear at this point. So Yunji, you can just naff off and stay here. You don't need to come, it's fine. Jong brings over a map she's been studying and points to an area on the eastern part of the Chinese-Korean border. Paitku Mountain. We will be spending our trip there. Oh, we're all going camping together on a mountain. Marvellous. Not just any mountain, it's the most sacred mountain in all of Korea. Original leader's son was born atop the mountain. Ooh, that's nice. It also served as an important encampment in our country's struggles against the evil Nipponese. Boring enough history, Paitku Mountain also has lots of gorgeous waterfalls as well as some natural hot springs, which is good since it's always cold up there. So yes indeed, all of these dates are now cancelled. On to the big date, we're going to Mount Paiku with Jong and Yunji. And then I'm guessing, yeah, Nampo down here has also been crossed out the whole time. So I'm guessing whichever girl we choose up here on Mount Paiku, we're going to take down here for our final date to seal the deal in Nampo. Whatever's in Nampo exactly. So, prepare for our group trip. I could either help Jong by taking her bag, help Yunji by taking hers, or grab both bags. No, let's just help Jong. Help Jong out here. I'll grab Jong's bag. She seems the least likely to chew me out for trying to help. I'll walk over to her bag and lift it up. It's relatively heavy, but nothing worse than what I've hauled out in the field before. Not that I mind, but why are you picking up my bag? It looked pretty heavy and I thought I'd pay you back for waking me up this morning. What about me? I've made all your breakfasts. Honestly, I thought you might get angry if I just went up and picked up your stuff. You're the Sundara character. Oh, okay, well, if you want to help me next time, I wouldn't help it. Look, will you stop coming round to me? I haven't actually done anything to encourage this. I haven't gone on a single date with you. Get back to being grumpy at me. Oh, Yunji's getting forward here. Can't you just admit that you like John already? I'm sure it's not. No, it is like that. It is like that. We're going for that ending. Shut up, John. Right, sure. I'm feeling a bit tired at this moment. I think I will rest my eyes. Oh god, she's suffering from narcolepsy again. Just let her sleep on your shoulder, it's fine. Yeah, she's totally into me. It's just for some reason she's desperate to set me up with her sister. Apparently these two are sisters. Not sure that was ever really established. At some point they just started calling each other sister, and I'm not really sure when that was introduced. You want to know more about Mount Paiku? Yes I do. I'd love to learn more about important North Korean things. I understand. It's a small little hostel meant for short stays. It's near the natural hot spring and has typical amenities for entertainment. Mostly table tennis and karaoke. Ooh, table tennis and karaoke, marvellous. There's one thing I neglected to mention about the trip that you should know. And what would that be, Jong? There aren't many rooms at the hostel, and with our budget being what it is, I only booked a single room for the 3 of us. That makes sense, you have to save. Did you say 1 room for all 3? Yes. Will that be a problem? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe there's a harem ending to this game. I'm not sure. It's about mid-afternoon when we finally arrive. I must say, the place certainly does look cosy at the very least. Maybe rustic would be a good term for it. The hot spring is outside, looks pretty warm, which is good considering it's pretty damn cold up here. Guess the girls weren't kidding when they said it was chilly here year-round. There's also the distinct lack of partition built into the hot springs, meaning there's only one spring and it's not segregated by gender. Is it normal for men and women to share a bath in the hot spring here? Are you complaining at having to share a bath with us? No, not in the slightest. To be honest, I broadly anticipated the moment you mentioned hot springs. The truth is, this hostel was built in compliance for a women's summit that was to be held. Something about discussing women's rights violations around the world. We built this in hopes of securing the bids to host it. However, we lost that bid, but the hotel remains. It's not a very well-known place, even here in Korea. So who did win the bid to hold the conference then? Does it matter now? We didn't get the bid, we have a vacation spot. End of story. Japan won the bid, didn't they? Yep, yes they did. Oh, a third player might have just entered the game here. Jogged run into another guest, had a rather nice suit like she was a detective or maybe a travelling salesperson. She was very nice and all, and said she hoped to see me later. Oh. Okay, where are we going with the mysterious person who's possibly maybe an undercover cop? Correct me if I'm wrong, but this hotel room looks exactly like my bedroom back at your place. It's not all that surprising. This place was built by military labour, as was our building on the base. They probably recycled the floor plans and replicated them for this hotel. Couldn't they have requested something different for the decor, though? Considering the budget for the backgrounds, buildings such as this, probably not. And anyway, at least the bed is big enough for 2 people, so only one of us has to be on the floor, Yunji. And of course, ladies first for changing into their stuff for the spring. Let them enjoy the spring first, then I'll join them after a bit. Why do these games always end up ultimately in hot springs? Panzer males are the exact same thing. It's just a thing of the flipping genre. Took you long enough. Sorry, spaced out for a couple of minutes, but here I am and I don't even think we need any hedgehogs. Marvellous. All in all, the spring is nice and peaceful. That is, until I hear footsteps approaching the spring. Oh, it's the third mysterious person who's... Yes? Who exactly are you? Well, isn't this just a splendid sight to behold? Looks like I lucked out and picked a date with some eye candy hanging around. Turning around, I noticed a young female Asian has joined us at the spring. I say at, because she isn't exactly in the proper state of undress to join us in the spring. She's dressed in a grey suit that looks more appropriate for a boardroom than a hot spring. She's also got a clear bottle that likely contains something alcoholic. I'm afraid I don't understand. What do you mean by saying this eye candy? And one of them is so innocent too. Finally, the gods of fortune shine upon me. What is she babbling about? The term eye candy is slang for telling someone they're good-looking, beautiful or handsome. Oh, the lowly is actually a guy. That's disappointing. Well, that was fairly rude. I'm lean, mean fighting machine, you know. Yeah, whatever. Go to the other end of the spring. I'm on the hunt for these two. On the hunt for the... You mean Yunji and myself? The one with the nice Gaussium finally speaks. Truly your cups overflow, don't they? I don't like you. You're rude. But I'm not drinking anything at the moment, so no! I don't think she was talking about a beverage, Jong. 2 innocents. This is going to be a weekend to remember. You do realise I'm sitting here and know exactly what you're saying, right? Oh, you're still here, lowly boy. Be a dear and fetch me some more soju. They didn't give me a proper amount with this bottle. Hey, he's not your errand boy. He's on vacation with us. Get your own soju. Yunji stood up for me. I'm so happy. She does care. I don't care about Yunji. My apologies. I'm afraid we don't know you, and our friend here is very important to us. I'd appreciate it if you treat him with some respect. I like you, Jong. You are a good egg. If that's what it takes to untwist your knickers, metaphorically and physically, I suppose I can at least acknowledge his existence somewhat better. When you fetch my soju, you can get some for yourself too. Hey, thanks. Wait, I'm not fetching you your damn soju. It's getting a little too hot in the wrong way here. But I'll see you two cuties later. Make sure he's not with you if you actually want to have a good time. Well, it's not weird. She's just a slightly aggressive lesbian, John. It's fine. Did you know her from somewhere? She seems to take an instant dislike to you. Well, that's not so unbelievable. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Yunji. And no, I've never seen her before in my life. She certainly took a liking to you two, though. Well, let's just relax a bit more and then head inside to the entertainment room. Oh, I'm guessing I'm going to run into her again yet. Over in the karaoke room, yes, indeed, that woman has rejoined us. I'm interested in her plot. I'm now more interested in her plot than either of the other two. Like, if I can just fob her off on Yunji, that's fine. Though, admittedly, she seems much more interested in Jong, which is unfortunate. I was hoping I'd find my favourite 2 hotties here. And lowly boy, well, that's a pity. That chick robe really does fit him well, though, doesn't it? And that shirt on your busty sister isn't leaving much to the imagination. Ugh, why does everything come back to Jong being busty? God, you people. Still feisty, I like this one. I'll take them both. And now it's getting weird. Oh, don't be such a downer, kid. I've got a fresh bottle of soju here. I'll even let you have a drink with us. If you'll excuse me, I need to go and freshen up. So, how about that drink, lowly boy? Wouldn't be much of a marine if I turned down a drink, even from... what's your name, anyway? Just call me Sumeragi. I'm here on business. What sort of business brings someone all the way out here? Sumeragi pours me a small dish of soju. Import-export, though what I really deal in are secrets. Maybe I even know all of yours. She's obviously not very good at her job if she's telling that to us half sober at a hotel. I doubt that. Jong and I are both in the People's Army. There's nothing we have to hide. Think what you like, it hardly matters what you believe. All that really matters is what other people believe about you. So let's trade secrets. About what in particular? I'll pose a question to you, and you can either answer it, or take a challenge of my choosing instead. Sounds a lot like Truth or Dare, you know. Nonsense, that game is simply child's play. My game involves getting her to open up a little bit. Why should I play along with your weird idea of a game? What are you, chicken? Ease down there, I'm going to get the brunt of whatever anger you caught. Nobody calls me a chicken, bring on your stupid questions. Well, this should be interesting at least. Okay, what colour panties are you wearing, right? Now, okay, possibly she's not actually a spy. That's an odd thing for a spy to ask. Why would you ask that stupid question? To what you blush, going to answer, or would you like the challenge? It's a curse always being right. Fine, what's your challenge if I don't answer? Nothing too stressful, just give me a nice kiss on the lips. Yep, that's right. These two together, me and Jong, job flipping done. I choose... Sorry for the wait. Hey, I know. How about you sing us a song on the karaoke machine, strange lady? Yunji appears to have been saved by Jong's appearance. You want a song? I can do that. Oh, I know just what song I'll sing. She heads to the karaoke machine, where she punches in a couple of buttons. Before the music starts, she grabs a surprised Yunji by the hand and drags her up with her. What the hell are you doing? This song is perfect for you. I know personally that it's one of the glorious leader's favourites. With that, she busts right into a rap song that's past the typical release date for music in Korea. Guess that explains why Glorious Leader was name-dropped here. Oh, and Yunji is going to kill this girl. I better go get a body bag. I like nice butts and I cannot lie. Does she have a death wish? Oh good, we're thinking the same thing. Think they have any body bags around here? Baby got ass. I don't need instant replay to review that this lady just grabbed a handful of Yunji's ass while spitting out the refrain there. Yunji goes from flustered to all-out murderous rage. I think she's had as much as she can stand, and she can't stand no more. I'll give Yunji credit, she didn't kill this lady, but I'm pretty sure that every one of her ancestors felt the impact of the slap Yunji just landed on her. Combined with the soju consummation, this lady is out cold. I'm dragging this woman's drunk ass to the brig. Get back to the room, I'll bring back some soju. Wait, this place has a brig? What resort doesn't have a brig? Okay, fine, North Korea I guess. So back home after our lovely little expedition to the north all together. Good evening, John. I thought I'd check and see how you were doing. Pretty good. Legs still a bit stiff from the ride back. Otherwise, I can't complain. Well, maybe I could, but no one wanted to hear it. The truth is, I haven't been very honest with you or myself these past few days. I had hoped to get you and Yunji to really like each other so that maybe she'd finally find a guy to be with. She's never really been good with boys, and I sort of felt it was my duty to make sure she wouldn't be lonely. And then tonight, it came to me. I wasn't being honest with myself. You've been put through quite a bit since you've arrived here in Korea, haven't you? I wouldn't put it like that. It's been an interesting cultural challenge. For the most part, I've enjoyed it. And your upbeat attitude, you try and find the good in everything. I like that about you. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Well, a guy once told me always look on the bright side of life. Whoa. Jong has moved right next to me and has placed her hand on my shoulder. Her breath is warm. She's warm. And it's getting me warm. That's a lot of global warming for one bedroom. The truth is, in trying to set you and Yunji up, I've fallen in love with you, John. Yes! Get in there, nice. You're the most gentle, positive, wonderful man I've ever met this side of my fart. That was a creepy way to end that sentence, but I liked it up to that point. And I love you. Honestly, I have to admit, I have strong feelings for you as well. I've enjoyed being around you. I really want to be around you a lot more. I've been racking my brain trying to figure out how. We can discuss the spending of more time together in the future later. I think I have a way we can spend time together right now that we'll both enjoy. Oh, this is going somewhere good. Oh, yes. Excellent. Good, good, good. Jong just stripped down to her unmentionables, which... Unmentionables? Who can't say the word bra or underwear? That's not unmentionable in the slightest, which I'm now mentioning. So that goes to... Never mind, I could have written this game myself. I think even the lieutenant could figure out where this is going. Oh, casting shade on lieutenants. I guess, for some reason. Military joke, I suppose. You don't want to? On the contrary, this is the best thing since I picked up Lance Corporal for the 3rd time. Again with the military references. One day you will explain these references to me. However, today is not that day. Okay, I'm going to bring in just like one big-ass hedgehog for this. It's okay, but I'm just going to hedgehog this up just in case. And in one quick motion, she has me cuffed to the bed. Wait, what? I am the top interrogator in all of Korea. I think I told you that once. Tonight, I will make you reveal how much you love me. Look forward to it. Oh, okay, this has gone to somewhere. I don't know if good or not. The guys will never believe this. Hell, I don't think I believe it, but yes, that just happened. That was quite the experience. One I won't soon forget. The question is, how do I go about making it happen more in the future? Okay, fine, we're good with that. I'm due to leave here another day, and I doubt you can just waltz out with me. Jong is next to me, sound asleep. Damn, she's even cute when she's asleep. No, why is that even... Oh, never mind. Right, I should rest up as well, in case round 2 is on the way. I think I heard someone moving. Must be Yoonji going to the bathroom. Just leave it. Don't do anything involving Yoonji. Wait, Yoonji came in here. Oh, this is probably unfortunate. There's probably a bit of a state of undress going on here. Hi, Yoonji. This isn't what you think it is. It was just interrogation. Sexy, sexy interrogation. Save it, John. I know exactly what it is, and I'm fine with it. Good, see, she's fine with it. Off you pop there. Night. However, that does make what I'm about to do a whole lot easier. What are you about to do? Is that a needle? Wait, what? I tried to get up, but in the throes of passion, Jong neglected to uncuff me afterwards. She didn't forget to uncuff you. That was on purpose. But I want you to know, I'm rooting for you both. I really am. You don't have to do this. Whatever it is you're doing, let's just talk this out, Yoonji. Leader's orders. Sorry. With that, she gently injects the needle into me and pushes a foreign liquid into my body. Wait, what? Don't worry, this will just make you go to sleep for a while, but not permanently. But why? What did I do? Thank you, sister. I don't think I could have done that myself. Knowing how you feel about it made it a lot easier for me than I would have thought. Jealous? Shut up. Well, help me dress him and let's take him to the rendezvous point. Oh, this has taken a turn. And now I'm being interrogated. And in the not fun way. I see you have rejoined the conscious world. Undoubtedly, you have questions. I'll try my best to guide you, even though time is short. That voice, I recognise it. I've only heard it a few times since being in Korea, but it's one of the 3 I recognise. Oh, it's presumably the suit lady then. I know. Our driver? Really? Has he even said anything yet? I don't remember him saying anything. I'm glad the drug didn't dull your senses too much. Yes, I have been driving you around Korea this week. My name is Namgung Kwang Jo, and I am the father of both Jong and Yoonji. Thank you for accompanying them these past few days, for you have given me hope. Hope? You mean I'm not going to die? Well, I might be about to die, it's just I've given him hope for something else. Not at my hands, no, and hopefully not at all. Regardless, I've put you in danger by bringing you to Korea and associating you with my daughters. How so? I am, as you would say, a dead man walking, as are my girls. My sight's not quite back yet, it's pretty dark in here. You sound pretty healthy. And Jong and Yoonji are both very healthy. John, catch up. There's blatantly murder by the regime going on. It's not like that. John, how much do you really know about the Democratic People's Republic of Korea? I literally only discovered there was a North and South Korea after arriving, alright? So not much. Honestly, not a whole lot. That is an understatement. North Korea is a bloody dictatorship. Pick your poison. Our leader is made out to be a demagogue, and the one political party we have has a death grip on the nation. You've seen the results around here in your visit. Since assuming leadership of the country, glorious leader is suspected of executing at least 70 people. If you'd asked me to estimate how many people have been executed in North Korea by their leader, I would have said much higher than 70. That seems really, really bloody low. There's probably more people than that who have got the death sentence in America during the average president's term. Are you saying you're going to be the target of a political execution mandated by the glorious leader? It's nuts. I mean, our leaders are pretty annoying, but at least Hillary and Donald didn't kill each other's families and associates. Yet. They've already poisoned my wife to death. It's only a matter of time before they come for me and the girls. That's why I made a plan ahead of time. I want to at least maybe save my girls. It hits me just now. You're the one who invited me to Korea while playing Panzermädels, aren't... Oh... I like the amount of fourth wall breaking in this game. Right, so these two people met while playing Panzermädels online. Beautiful. I pitched it as an idea to the party, lure an American soldier over and try and create an international incident. In reality, I want you to meet my daughters and hopefully fall in love with Yunji, my youngest. While I did not plan for you to fall in love with my older daughter, it seems it has brought us to the same conclusion. Yes, Jong did confess her affection to me last night, and I returned the feelings. No need for details, I understand the situation. The problem is I'm not sure how to go about getting you out of the country safely. The brass are leaning on me to turn you over, soon, on any charge I can trump up. My plan was to send you and the girls to the United States Embassy in Pyongyang, but that's a no-go. If I had to guess, relations with the USA have been a bit sour for so long. We don't even have an embassy in Pyongyang, do we? No, you don't. And I really should have made sure of that fact before spinning this plan. Yeah, that would have been a great thing to check, you lunatic. It appears Sweden is a protective power for the United States in North Korea. Yep, that's a big gaping hole in the plan there. Sweden might take me in and send me back to the United States. Maybe. But there's no way they're getting involved with sheltering 2 North Korean citizens who are part of the People's Army, no less. I'm well aware of that. However, I do have a backup plan in place. He stands up, but I can still barely make out any of his face. He goes over to the door and opens it, and slowly both Yunji and Jong walk in. Be strong, girls. This ordeal will be over soon. Father, I can't leave you here to face your death on your own. Please reconsider coming with us. You know I can't go. But Appa, I can't leave you here to die. My precious daughter, though I built up a tolerance to the poison our country uses, I'm not immune. Even if I survived sneaking into the shipyard one more time, I would perish on the journey. It is enough to know my girls lived on, safe and away from this god-forsaken country. He's shaking, literally, and crying along with them. I feel like I'm going to cry myself. We are in Nampo. Yep, we're in Nampo. Thought so. A port city south of Pyongyang, on the Taegong River, leading into the Yellow Sea. There is a large order of garments being exported from here today. It took a long time for them to finish the final batch, but it's a large enough shipment to put in a large metal shipping container. It's ventilated, as they don't want the garments to grow musty in the closed container, so you'll be able to breathe. I've been slowly hiding rations and other vital items in the bins. You should be fine for food and water if you go easy on the supplies. So we're smuggling ourselves out by trade ship then? It was the only solution that came to mind. However, I don't know where the ship is heading. Likely China. However, it could be anywhere from Europe to South America. This makes a big difference. The length of journey and the amount of supplies we need. I really hope you've actually put enough supplies for the theoretical longest journey, because otherwise we could run into a lot of trouble. Like the amount of time, because I actually used to do this many years ago. I used to do a job which actually involved shipping some stuff from China. If you put something on a boat, a big container vessel from China, and you ship it round to the UK, it takes like a month. That boat takes about a month to do that journey, so hope we've got quite a bit of food in that container there. Understood. How much time do we have? Precious little. I believe there are already authorities here in Nampo looking to apprehend all of us. You'll need to find container DPRK 050-81945. Right, remember that number. We might well actually need to remember it later. A few minutes later, the girls come out, their eyes full of tears. Not that I blame them. They won't ever see him again, and if we fail, we're dead. And if we succeed, it doesn't matter since we can't come back, and he'll be dead. It doesn't look like the shipyard is too far from here, which is good, because as we left the building to head that way, I saw some People's Army soldiers heading right for the building we just left. They didn't notice us, though. We need to get to that shipyard quickly, and without being seen. Any ideas? Our best bet might be the walking path over there. We can try and sneak through the forest as best we can, and the trees might provide some cover. It's too dangerous to take the main road. Understood. Let's walk at a brisk pace. Just as we get into the dock, a lone People's Army member appears. He halts us and speaks in Korean in a harsh tone. Civilians are not allowed here. Who is this guy? Tourist? Where's your group and minder? I'm sweating bullets here, and we need to do something fast or we'll all be wearing bullets. We are his minders. He wanted to see the area up close. You lie. You are not in uniform. Are you here on a sabotage mission? Stay put while I put in a call to the commander. Screw that. Kapow! Yay, great big kapow. Go home and be a family man. Dear God, you just jabbed out his eyes. I punched his eyes out. I knew that MAP move would come in handy one day. What, they literally teach you in the US Army to punch someone's eyes out? That seems unnecessary. I dragged the blind and unconscious army member's body away and hide him in a nearby tool shed. We should be long gone before he comes to. Blimey, that was a bit harsh. We could have just knocked him unconscious. Why do we have to literally knock his eyes out? It doesn't take long, and Jong has us looking at the ship. With all of the hustle and bustle getting the thing out of the port, we're able to sneak on board. There, container good. I didn't need to remember it, but I had remembered that number. It's fine. As we slip inside the metal container, I can't help but shed a single solitary tear. We close the door and lock it behind us. There's some light coming in from the vents, enough that we can rummage for stuff when needed. We head towards the far back and settle in for our trip. You know, if I have sex with Jong again, this is going to be really, really flipping awkward. Also, just kind of get used to peeing in front of each other, because we really just need to get used to that sort of thing. Finally, after who knows how many days, I hear people talking around the container. They seem somewhat distressed. What's more, the container is getting lifted into the air, likely by a crane. Ooh, we've made it somewhere. The Korean said something about not being behind on the shipment. I can't make out what any of the other people said, as I don't know what language they were speaking. We should put on our uniforms so we can officially surrender our citizenship at the nearest embassy. We are from North Korea, after all. Finally, we appear to be pulling into somewhere to stop. I wait a few minutes to make sure before peeking out of the box. The coast is clear. Let's hop out. We get out of the box to stretch our legs for the first time in weeks. Finally, taking a good look around, I notice that wherever we are, it looks like a damned war zone. Oh, where are we? Literally, I think I still see damage from mortar shellings in the buildings around us. The air doesn't smell so good as well. Can you make out where we are at all? I glance around trying to find a marker. Not too far down flies a flag over a building. Green, white, black, some red stars. Oh dear. Where the hell are we? Because I think, yep, we're in Syria. Oh, good. Good. Oh, what the flip. And so ends Stay, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, my first and only trip to North Korea, as we managed to escape from North Korea, only to accidentally end up in Syria. Marvellous. And from the extra screen, it looks like there's at least a couple of other endings I did not get there. Going to Syria is but one ending. It looks like there's definitely something else that could have theoretically happened. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is at least one ending to Stay, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, my first and only trip to North Korea. Which, I'll be honest, is a very different game to Panzermädels. Panzermädels was, like, overwhelmingly focused on the comedy and the ridiculousness. This is actually, yeah, kind of halfway to edutainment. There's a lot of stuff in it about learning about various bits of North Korea. It's more of a kind of, yeah, an interesting educationally take, with a few bits of language thrown in, a few words to learn as you go along. I've cut a huge amount out, by the way. Like, I cut out a lot of the incidental dialogues. These things are very, very long. So I just kind of cut it down to the core and the boobs. Just the core and the boobs. We just stick to those bits. That's fine. Honestly, if you like your visual novels, then don't get any better than this, to be honest. Like, the Dev Groupie group who make, like, this and made Panzermädels, this is pretty much as good as visual novels pretty much are at the moment. I can't think of any that are even close to as good as this. Just purely in terms of, like, the quality of the humour, the script's actually pretty damn good. It does make me laugh. So yes, there we are. That's Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Honestly, I didn't like it quite as much as Panzermädels. I preferred the overwhelming, ridiculous comedy surrealism of Panzermädels to the edutainment of Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, but I still had a good time playing it. And naturally, I will keep an eye on what these devs make next, because what they make next is always just utterly charmingly bonkers. So, maybe more to come in future, ladies and gentlemen, but in the meantime, I've been John, this has been many a true nerd, and this has been Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, my first and only trip to North Korea, possibly the longest title game I've ever played on the channel. Thank you very much, and goodbye. I can also just take this person and make them female, can I just... Perfect! I'm delighted we share the same level of ambition. Complete mediocrity all of the way. And then, oh, the people at the back just kind of popped into existence there for a second. Okay, let's try this again with something else. I'm going to see if we can get Mr. Potato Head into this game.